That nigga funny as hell, boy. Shout out Super Ray, 14K, I think. Yeah, Super Ray 14K. Shout out him, man. He funny as hell, bro. But yeah, we got part 3. Katt Williams, Unleashed, Club Shay Shay. Man, Katt Williams been putting belt to ass lately on these other comedians and actors. You feel me? And actresses. You feel me? Man, he out there whooping ass. I personally feel like nobody can really say shit on Katt. You feel me? Nobody can really say shit. You feel me? Nobody really got proof that he was doing drugs. So, yeah, man. And if I'm wrong, we'll look this up. We'll look this up when I'm done doing part 3. We gonna see Katt Williams do a drug. We gonna check something out.
Comedians that never been funny, he want to push out. But that's really how it is. I'm so sorry I'm competitive. You an athlete, right?
Yeah, I can tell.
You understand.
Athlete, right?
Will there ever be another Comic View, Def Comedy Jam? Could that, in today, in 24, 25, 26, could we see that again?
They've already announced it. It's already going. You didn't know?
Mm-mm.
Yeah, Kevin Hart purchased it, so he's now doing Comic View. That happened at the same time that they gave DC Young Fly Hollywood Squares. Yeah, because they tell you that there's no gatekeepers, but we keep seeing the same people open the gate. Didn't Kevin open the gate and let Tiffany in? Ain't he now opening it up for... Don't such and such open the gate? What do you mean ain't no gatekeepers? There's 100 gates out here.
Would you?
Everyone I've seen got a keeper.
Would you have wanted to do Comic View or Def Comedy Jam? Would you have wanted to be?
I think we just mentioned I did them both.
No, I'm saying he purchased the rights and refranchise it.
If you have moderate to severe Crohn's disease, put it in check with Revoke, the first and only once daily pill.
Not if Kevin on there.
Nope. They didn't offer it to me anyway. Like, Comic View did a couple disservices to comedy as well. Mm-hmm. So there were people like me that were out there getting 2 and 3 standing ovations in one set. And that wasn't good for television. So what they did was they started making everybody get a standing ovation. So they would tell the audience, when they get off stage, everybody get up and cheer. And so now the fact that I'm the only one out there going to get standing ovations is now making people think everybody get a standing ovation. And that's not how comedy is. So
right.
I understood why that couldn't go anymore. Because remember, Ricky Smiley sat right here and told you a story about how he performed with Mike Epps and Katt Williams when he did Comic View. And to let him tell it, he was funnier than both. My name Lil Dow.
Let's rewind that. He was funnier than who? Ain't no way. Brody lying out his teeth. Ain't no...
With Mike Epps and Katt Williams when he did Comic View, and to let him tell it, he was funnier than both. My name Lil Dow. Talking about the special needs. That's good.
That's a different time.
That's some clever material.
That was a different time, Katt.
No, it wasn't. It was the time I was there.
But I'm saying...
That time, this time, same times.
No, but I'm saying...
Just like people that tell you the Egyptians, they not black. Egypt is in Africa, folks. Yeah. As long as Egypt is in Africa, then Egyptians are African.
Do you believe you could tell the same jokes today as when you started out? I mean, Eddie Murphy not telling those jokes. Richard Pryor wouldn't be able to tell those jokes in 2024 that they told in the 70s and the 80s.
So they wouldn't have told them.
But that's my point.
They're not inferior people.
No.
If they were in this time, they would be going according to our time. Just like then, we were going according to that. Like, that's how it is in the world. There are words that we can use for a while. And when we use them for a while until somebody says, that ain't a good word, we should stop saying that.
Correct.
that don't make people feel good, and we stop saying the word and we move on to another word. You can't say the R word. You can certainly say special needs.
Yeah.
You can certainly say spectrum.
Be slow.
There are things that you can say to get your point that don't have to hurt people.
Right.
But you would know that if what you did was construct the English language for a living, then you would understand that part.
You financed your first stand-up. You had 20. It cost you 22,000. You had 25 to your name.
Yeah.
Why did you decide to do that? You believe that much in Katt?
I believe that much in business. In business, the goal is for you to become independent and be the boss, take the responsibility, and also get the profit.
Okay.
That's all. How can I be looking for you to put me on if I wouldn't? And if I can't show you what you missed out on, why would you believe me? Now, the fact that I was able to do it 12 times, that's the real thing. The part that I'm able to do it all across the country. The fact that every time I do a tour or a special, you think, well, that's sponsored by somebody. Somebody did a good job. No, just the guy there kicking around, just the one that might mentally not be all there. He's the one picking the outfits, writing this guy's material, booking the shows, making sure he gets there. He's the one hiring the other comedians. But hey, I knew that that's the end goal. Yeah. So if that's the end goal and I'm there when I start, why would I deviate from that?
Right.
Remember, my goal was to get this far in Hollywood and still have a virgin asshole and never have sucked a penis.
Wow. He's saying you motherfuckers in Hollywood freaky deaky. Freaky deaky. Freaky deaky as hell. That's crazy. Man, them Diddy parties. I'm telling you, you're trying to go to a Diddy party. Type shit. Hell nah.
That was my only goal. I didn't want to get with a white woman because I was scared she might have me running down the street like Jonathan
There
Majors.
you go. Come on, Katt.
Not because I didn't like white women. I think white women are as great as any other women. But I'm not going to act like I'm not scared of them. I have a reason to be scared. You could be Kang the Conqueror, and they could take your rabbit ass down in 2 weekends. And that's the truth of the matter. So I stayed away from that. And remember,
he remind me of Charleston White, and they can take your ass down in 2 weekends. What? Hold on, man. He's too fucking funny. He's too fucking funny. Oh shit.
I do a tour or a special, you think, well, that's sponsored by somebody. Somebody did a good job. No, just the guy there kicking around, just the one that might mentally not be all there. He's the one picking the outfits, writing this guy's material, booking the shows, making sure he gets there. He's the one hiring the other comedians. But hey, I knew that that's the end goal. So if that's the end goal, and I'm there when I start, why would I deviate from that?
Right.
Remember, my goal was to get this far in Hollywood and still have a virgin asshole and never have sucked a penis. That was my only goal. I didn't want to get with a white woman because I was scared she might have me running down the street like Jonathan Majors.
There you go. Come on, Katt.
Not because I didn't like white women. I think white women are as great as any other women. But I'm not going to act like I'm not scared of them. I have a reason to be scared. You could be Kang the Conqueror, and they could take your rabbit ass down in 2 weekends. And that's the truth of the matter. So I stayed away from that. And remember, I told you the drug story from when I'm in the park.
Yeah.
So these are just the things. I had all of those when I came in. I already was ready for that. That's what they don't like.
I did not know. You're telling me and showing me a side of the business that I didn't know. That you guys are, man, the competition, the competitiveness.
That's all business. I don't care if they're selling Coke. You wouldn't believe the things that Coca-Cola says about Pepsi. You wouldn't believe the water conversations between Dasani and Liquid Death. Like in all business, in all sport, competition is a driving force. And I don't require anybody to be better. Who am I? I just require if you're a loser and you've taken shortcuts at every chance and you've made sure that you didn't put anybody on that really had a work ethic and was a God-fearing person and you helped them. If that was never you, then don't act like that's you. Don't get out here now that you don't do stand-up and start acting like, oh, you not sure why you don't do stand-up no more. I heard you got run off. You better be careful. The nigga that run you off gonna show up and he gonna tell everybody. Man, what you gonna be able to say? Nothing.
Damn.
I'm Jay.
Steve,
I'm John.
why you letting that 4'10" man bully you?
Why you think I speak with such clarity? I'm actually involved in each one of these stories I told you about. Right. Right.
That boy.
The one comedian, as we've been sitting here doing this interview, that you hold in very high regard is Dave Chappelle. Dave Chappelle walked away from $50 million. You said it was more. Tell the story.
That's right.
I will let you tell it.
No, you're the best.
I want you to tell it.
You really are the best. You've proven it here today. As much as I'm proving it, you proving it. You proving it. Yeah, that wasn't the thing. It wasn't. People say that he lost $50 million. No, that's not even close to what happened to this dude. And until you understand what happened to the dude, you don't understand what happened. Like, no, not they offered him $50 million and he turned it down. Who gonna turn down $50 million? Now, I've had to turn down $50 million 4 times. 4 times. Just to protect my integrity and that virgin hole I was telling you about. Right. Because P. Diddy be wanting to party. And you gotta tell him no. You got to tell him no.
I did.
I did. See, I got the receipts for everything I'm telling you. That's why I can say them so freely.
Can I need another one? You here, get your number.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Come on.
Because early on you was accusing me of being...
Katt, man.
It's crazy.
I mean, but you know, some of these people...
Martin tried to put me in my first dress. When he had to go on his hiatus, he tell me, Katt, when I come back, I need you. You my young partner. You my brother in comedy. When I come back, just promise me that my next movie, it'll be me and you. We gonna do it together. We gonna do some buddy cop shit. I said, Martin, you got my motherfucking word, my nigga. Go do what you gotta do. When you come back, I'm in your movie. Don't trip. I don't need to see the script or nothing. You know, we get in that office and this fool pull out Big Mama's House 2. I almost died. And I gotta read this script from all these good white people. Where this nigga want me to get in a dress with him. And I'm literally saying to everybody, why is he in a dress again? You already played the old lady as an FBI agent. We can play anything now. We can be playing a dog catcher this time. Why do we need to be in a dress? And I get so...
We can be playing a dog catcher this time. Hey, no lie. Yeah. Why the hell did they put that man in that dress again? That is true. That is true. I'm gonna give her that one 100,000.
Oh man, I say, you don't want me. You want Brandon T. Jackson. And that's who they went and got. Twice I said it, they went and got him. Just like I'm telling you, I had that other dude's work. I had all of it. All I did was say, I want to punch it up so it's not offensive to real niggas. And that's how I got in this position.
I sure hope I have a Club Shay after this year.
It's gonna be in a dimension it's never been.
Yeah, it's gonna be.
The greatest thing floating in 2024. Mark the words. No way. In a whole different realm of business. Oprah coming next.
Oprah coming next.
Once I establish this as a place of truth.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Watch. God's people ain't that few.
Prince. You met Prince.
Prince was a friend of mine. He was a friend of mine.
What was those conversations? Because look, I mean, sometimes we don't really understand or appreciate someone until they're gone. I did. I was a big Prince fan. All of his stuff
Yeah.
because he could play all the instruments. He could sing. He could dance. He was an entertainer that could sing. And what he wrote. I mean, who thinks of Cherry Moons? Who thinks it snows in April? Who a raspberry beret or pink cashmere? The purple rain. The things that he wrote about. Like, bro, who mind goes there?
Yeah, he was like unlike anybody in the world. He was just an amazing individual. I was able to meet him when I was 12, and I knew him my entire life through all of his changes. I was able to assist him many times. If you go look at Prince's car collection, you'll see that Prince don't have not one car Cat Williams ain't got. He got the Prowler from Friday After Next sitting there. He got the same Bentley as me, like, because we share certain things. Our connection was lyrics, musical lyrics, women, and cars. And those are the areas where he trusted my opinion on things. And that's where I got to be helpful in his life. And he was helpful in mine in really all different types of ways, especially about the business, as far as being a black man that was rich in this business at 18 years old, had already did his first $1 million contract, had already broken records, was determined that he didn't want to be like anybody else, was so great of a guitar player that black people just stopped caring about guitar, and he got left out on a limb and somehow still had to create his way out of that. He was just really a one in a billion type person. I was lucky to know him.
Now, there are specials and the streaming. I don't know. I don't think there's as many, and there's no DVDs now. So where are you on this streaming, the specials? I mean, obviously you still tour, but how much do you focus on? Okay, I'm gonna tour, say 100 days or 150 days, but I'm gonna do a special.
Well, now that our relationship with Netflix is at the 8-figure mark,
8?
How?
You said 8?
How often you want to make them?
Oh, you said 8? I mean, like...
That nigga said you said 8. You said 8? You said 8? Damn. Yeah, he said 8. You heard him right? You not playing with Katt, boy. Not playing with the William, man. Hey, yo. What in the world?
Like
right.
5, 6, 7, 8?
Got to be 10 million to qualify, yeah. So what I'm saying is, once you're at that level, how many would you do? I'd be willing to bet you say, every time you turn around, I'm gonna be doing another one. Hey. I think that's what you would say if you was any good.
Yeah.
And like I said, with 12 comedy specials, why do I need to be in these conversations with these specialist people?
Nah.
So Acorns is a financial tech
specialist
company. So I bought everyone's
crazy.
gift today with my new Acorns.
Sid ain't got no specials you remember. Steve ain't got no specials you remember. Ricky ain't got no specials you remember. Faison ain't got no. What? So why do y'all get
special?
Yep, it was 20 minutes long.
It was good too, though.
It was. He's good. Not it was good. He's good.
See,
he's good. Don't think because I said something derogatory that I don't know how to hate. Earthquake has consistently, I don't think anybody's ever said Quake wasn't funny. He probably never been booed. Yeah. I don't think he's ever given a bad performance.
Nathaniel, my dog.
But his just due was overdue. He was in a whole different situation.
Yeah.
Because he wasn't able to translate the stand-up to the movie thing, he took a hit. Most people don't take a hit. They're just judged on their stand-up.
Right.
So, yeah, no.
Damn, he said he took a hit. Down goes Frazier's career. That Steve Harvey's Frazier. Yeah, that's crazy.
even though it sounds like there's a lot of people that's not the case. I'm a proponent of all of us who are in this business working hard trying to make it.
When you got into stand-up, was crossing over, was doing TV, was doing movie, was that a part of it? You're like, okay, I'm doing stand-up. Okay, the next progression is TV movies.
Throughout the history of stand-up, sir. That's the goal for all of us. That's how it goes. That's why when you hear these dudes talking about, oh, I didn't want to be a movie star, you just know it's disingenuous. Like, what are you talking about, dude? Yeah, oh, no. I just wanted to do a game show.
Right.
What?
I just wanted to do a game show.
Are you sure? Because I thought you did Mark Curry's show over after he had just done hanging with Mr. Cooper. Why would you do all of that man's stuff that he did on his show on yours and then do the dude's stand-up when you go on the road? And then you never put Mark Curry on your show or nothing. Like, if you don't say anything, these dudes will run over you. I don't know if you know how bullies operate.
I do.
If you don't stand up for yourself, there really is nothing they won't do.
Right.
Yep.
You're a very generous man, Katt. You're the sole sponsor of Melba Moore getting a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. You did all that on your own. Why? Do you have a personal relationship with Melba?
No. I understood that she was a black woman in a time where it mattered what you look like, and they had a certain thing that they needed you to look like and act like in order to be successful.
Right.
And she just never did that. She wasn't tall enough. She wasn't fine. They didn't like her looks. They didn't like that her hair was natural. They talked crazy about her, and yet she still made all of these achievements. And I'm like, understand, I'm already in the Comedy Hall of Fame. I'm already going to heaven no matter what happens. If it ends in a second, I'm up there. So it gives me the leeway to do some things that are simply because it's the right thing to do. So the truth of the matter is, they wanted to give me a star. But please don't consider me and this person been sitting on this list this whole time. And just because they ain't got enough money, they can't get they just due? That's crazy. When do you start? That's hurtful. What if somebody can't afford their flowers? You mean they don't get them? No, God don't operate like that. He would send a dummy like me to come and take care of that. Just so that the right thing happens. That's how the universe works. Because remember, what am I spending my money on? I'm not spending my money on strippers. I ain't spending them on drugs.
Why not?
Like, what?
Why not?
Because if I go in a strip club, I'm only trying to get her out of there.
Yeah.
I have no intention of her or any other people being in this position. If I see a girl I like at the strip club, I'm telling her, you don't have to strip no more after this. This could be your last day. How about that?
Ooh.
What would it be like just to leave it all?
He a trick! He a trick!
You ain't gotta be
He a trick.
I don't even want you to go get your purse. Just leave it. We get new ID. We get new ID and credit card and social security card.
We don't need none of that.
None of that.
None of that. This life don't look good on you.
Yeah, shit.
You don't even look like a drug addict.
Got me thinking.
You don't even look like a drug addict.
You hear these athletes talking about, yeah, we was out there tricking. What? Why? You're part of the problem. You're part of the problem. Stop paying people that you don't have no respect for. It sets it up bad for us. We got women out here can't find a man because they acting like him. You are alpha. Now the alphas all want these subservient husbands. You can't have one.
No. That ain't gonna happen.
It ain't gonna happen. Sorry about that. Okay, go ahead. Boy, you done got me canceled how many times in this program? Where's the camera? I didn't write nothing I said tonight. It's all been on these cue cards, and I'm just gonna keep reading them.
He's
Ask your next question.
The Migos. You help them get out of financial situation?
Katt. Think before you speak, Katt. Tell the truth.
I don't think we ever, as a nation, can remember a time that the Migos were financially unsuccessful. So for the record, I would assume that they've never needed Katt Williams' financial assistance for anything. I'm sure that between QC, the label, and other things, they were taken care of. On the other hand, if I was given the opportunity to help them, would I? Of course I would. That's what I do. I'm a pro-black non-racist. Like, I really, really love black people, but I don't love them more than other people. I love everybody. I'm a black guy, and I try to stick with that. But yeah, I'm not one of those pillow talkers either. Like when I do something good, I'm really not doing it for the gram. It's not for any of that. I'm just doing it because it's good to do.
I appreciate that. I don't know if this is true, but I did read that comedians on your show say that women sometimes would bring them money and not say where it came from.
Say that again?
Comedians would say women would bring them money and not say where it came from.
Right. So I'm not a feminist like a feminist would be, but I do believe that that in my camp, like if I had 35 people in my camp, right? I believe that other than 4 jobs, I believe that a woman is better at any of them jobs than any man could be.
Okay.
So 10 of these jobs, no man can work because I'd rather a female be there. If I gotta smell anybody's breath, I want it to be hers. I don't want none of you crusty. So what I'm saying is, if in a staffing issue, I'm gonna have 75% women just because I prefer them.
Right.
I don't prefer to hear 2 guys talking in the corner. I prefer to hear 2 ladies talking in the corner. I don't care what they're talking about. I just prefer that. So a lot of times I will utilize ladies to convey a message. If a comedian is doing a great job somewhere in the country, he just did a masterful set and nobody's gonna pay him. They just clapping. And I know he's broke as shit back there. Wouldn't it be nice if somebody just showed up and gave him a little blessing? And he didn't have to suck me off for it and thanks, Katt. And this, boy, I really needed it. Why would you do that? If you was actually just trying to help people, you would. People know that's how I pay my tithes. If I got paid $100,000 to be at your city, I'm gonna take 10,000.
Wait. So Katt, if you ever watch this, Quando Rondo, right? He be asking YoungBoy for like over $1 million to borrow. Is YoungBoy cracking those? A meal, a couple meal. This ain't $20. This ain't $100. This is a couple meal. Cause if they doing it in Hollywood, like you. Hey, man.
1,000 of that and put it in your homeless area. Not because I got to. Because you gave me 100 racks to come to your little rinky-dink town. Who would I be to not pay my tithes back to your town? That's how I got in this position. Wow.
Damn.
You adopted 7 kids. Why? That's a lot of kids for a man that's as busy as you are, travels as much as you do, on the road as much as you are, spend a lot of time, because you have to spend a lot. I mean, it's not easy. I mean, maybe it comes so natural to you to put pen to paper and to write things down and be able to go out there and perform a set, but that's a lot of responsibility, Katt.
Right. But if there was a God, what would he think about you if you did that? I'm saying let's say, for example, that God is real.
Yes.
Okay? And let's say he be looking at what you do.
Yes.
What would he say if you did that?
He said, that Katt, that's a very kind gesture. That's very generous of you.
When we were fixing up the pool,
don't tell me you trying to get God brownie points, my guy.
15 years.
That's crazy. That's cheating.
My whole life, since I was telling you when I was young and they was asking me what I wanted to be, and nothing I wanted to be was what I wanted to be, God's friend. That's a weird thing if you're an atheist. If you're an atheist, I didn't even say nothing. But if you believe in God and I tell you that I wanted to be God's friend and I wanted to even go to Hollywood and still be God's friend, if I told you that that was my aim, you can understand where I'm at. Like, I promise you, no jealousy, no bitterness, none of that. I got exactly what I was trying to get. I haven't been shorted in any way.
I mean, 7, 8 kids, single. You gonna get married?
You remember the conversation where it was me?
Yes.
And I didn't know what was gonna happen to my 2 little brothers, and it was just gonna be out there?
Yes.
So when it gone full circle, and I'm one of the richest men that ever lived, and I don't mean, please don't look at my net worth. I saw my net worth. I had that on me. I swear to God.
I swear to God. Try to be like that.
Like.
That nigga said, I seen my net worth. I had that on me. Like, damn. Okay, what? Hold on. You gonna look at this motherfucking net worth right now. Hold on. That's crazy. Cat Williams net worth. It says the hilarious comedian also claimed he has turned down over $200 million throughout his... Hold on, what the fuck? This is not it, my guy. I don't want news. That boy got 2 million online as his net worth. He had that on him. Whoa.
I'm saying my net worth is less than my last Netflix deal. You understand what I'm telling you?
It makes sense.
But I'm fine. Jesus was poor. Jesus ain't had nothing. So why don't be mad you say I don't have nothing?
They ain't had the amenities they had back then, okay?
Say it again?
We got different amenities now.
Not more than gold. Gold was the amenity of that time. We still got gold. Gold still running.
They have no Rolls Royce. They got you can buy an ass. That's what they call it in the biblical time. They were cheap.
I'm saying if you really want to say, I'm saying a Cullinan is cheap. So back in the day, I would give my girl a donkey. Today we get her a Cullinan. But I'm saying whoever and whatever it is, I'm saying I'm saying because what we gonna do? I done already told you I'm one of the richest people that ever lived.
Yes.
Only in the fact that when I wake up in the morning, no matter where I am, I don't need nothing. Whatever I need is right around me. And whatever I don't have, it's only just because I don't have it. It's not because I can't get it. All I got to do is want it, and it belongs to me. So because of that, because I'm favored by God, like when I see people's wives and stuff, I don't even look at them. You know what I mean? Like I don't want to look at nothing I don't want to have. Because I know how blessed I am. If I look at it, I got it. That's how Diddy be feeling.
Now, come on, man.
He said that's how
So
Diddy be
you're not supposed to look at anything that you don't want.
Not me personally, just because God has given me literally everything I ever even pump faked like I want. And that's the whole thing. That's the whole thing is I don't have a type of woman. Every woman that I ever had as a type, I ended up getting her. Now she's not the type anymore. Now I understand that every woman is a one of one. Like, you can't really have types. Mm-hmm.
What?
Because you see, I tried to ask me something about marriage, but then
I ain't said nothing about no marriage.
Yeah, you did. When you rewind the tape, you let it out. You was like, so you ever gonna get married? And then you took it back. It's okay. It's okay. I wasn't on as a photographic memory.
Are you?
I'm not against it. Like, most people that are not married is because they're afraid of commitment. It's
right.
not that like that for me. It's just the whole time I wanted to be married, I had kids, so I had to try to fill my wife's place before she got there. So
right.
I'm already got kids without a mother, but so now I got to be doing laundry. I'm washing dishes. I'm reading stories. I'm having to nurture. I'm having to do all of this, and I got to the point where I didn't need the wife. I'm doing it, and we're doing it, and I'm not replacing a woman in their lives. I'm letting them see that that's just the only thing that we don't have. And it was easier for me to do that because you have to understand that all of the kids I'm raising at this point, they have fathers. You see? They have a mother. You see? I'm a different person. I'm raising you. And so that needs to be done with the other respect for the others that put work in as well. So yeah, I never had a problem getting married.
What's one of the one things you try to teach your kids?
I don't teach anybody anything that's over 18. I've done the work I was going to do. But as kids, I really just tried to teach the things that can't be bought, your integrity, trying to live your life in a way that you yourself could be proud of if you had to look back on it. And I didn't do very good at leading by example, but behind the scenes, that's never what I was pushing. They understood that because of my stance, there was a certain thing that would come my way. And so accountability and responsibility is part of what you're teaching, is that, you know, even if you're doing the greatest thing in the world, there's this thing called no good deed goes unpunished. Like, there's a real Murphy's Law. Like, basically in raising kids, you're just trying to give them a better manual and an outline of how life works than your parents gave you. You know? Right. And so that's how I did it.
How do you avoid toxic women? Give me. I mean, because obviously, you know, you like women.
I do, and I probably like toxic ones more than anybody. That's because
I ask you this.
Hold on, because toxic women are exciting, and that's just a fact. Part of toxicity is exciting. I'd rather skydive with her. But if you have toxic women, just understand that all monsters are feeding off of something. And if you find out what this toxic woman is feeding off of, you can just begin to turn off her feeding points. And it drives a toxic person crazy, and they'll get away from you. So whatever, if she's truly toxic, there are certain things that she's doing that help fuel her toxicity. You're not noticing it, but it's what it is. Why do you think she watches murder mysteries before she goes to sleep? Why is it always a crime drama playing? And turn it off. Turn it to cartoons. Make it...
Turn it off. Turn it to cartoons. Oh shit.
No, you don't get to... What's she listening to? You can't be listening to Sexy Red. You broke.
Nah. This nigga's stupid.
Toxic people are trying to get things. They're not being toxic for no reason. They're gaining something out of how they operate. That's why they operate like that, because they get something. As soon as you find that out, you'll be able to cut off what they're getting, and they will leave. Yeah.
You were married once.
Never.
You weren't married?
Never in life.
So would you have a cohabitation agreement?
Never. How? How could I be a single parent and be married?
You know, there are people that like were married and then they get divorced and then they become single parents. That's how that works.
Yeah, but a person who's never been married means he's never been married.
Okay, I'm gonna take your word for it.
Why would you need to take my word for it? Hold on. If I had been married, wouldn't somebody have said who she was?
No. It might have been a long time ago.
No. I've never not been famous, sir. I just worked the story out to you. I don't have no hidden mysteries in my life. That was Jesus. I don't have no periods in my life where it's unaccounted for. No. That person that said that was a liar. I got a case right now in LA. This lady saying she was my assistant for 14 years and I heard her or something like that. Never worked for me, not a day in my life. Liars lie because they want to. But people always say, why would they lie? No, there are several women have said they was married to me. It's just when it went to court, they had to say, I was married to him spiritually. You shut up. How you gonna be married to me and my kids don't know you? Answer me that.
So do you have a problem? Do you have a problem bringing women around your kids?
No, not then or now.
Not then or now.
I've always lived with several women. Like I'm known for
several?
Yeah.
Like more than one?
I've already told you that I prefer the company of women to the company of men. So if I told you that me and a couple dudes on my staff sometimes have to cohabitate, nobody finds a problem with that. Yeah, so it's me and 3 ladies cohabitating because that's how the business gets done. Like, I don't want a chef that scratches his nuts before he cooks. No disrespect to these guys that go around with these large male-only groupings, but that's not my episode of Entourage.
Man, you were approached by 7 gunmen. You were robbed, shot in the thigh.
Say it again?
You were robbed once, correct?
No, I never been robbed.
You didn't get robbed. You didn't get approached by gunmen trying to get robbed? They didn't take anything.
I wasn't even the
target?
I wasn't even who they were talking to. And not because I say that. Because if you look at what time period it is, I'm not even making $5,000 a year. So robbing me wasn't the answer. This is before Oklahoma. You talking about a terrible condition.
They'd have been disappointed thinking they'd get something off of you, huh? If they'd have robbed you.
Look, in 3 cities, it's legendary that Katt Williams would walk down our streets with his baby in a baby stroller, with a diaper bag, with a gun in a diaper bag. The only thing I need is a pass. Don't mess with me and just let me go about my business. I'm living in Inglewood, Compton. I'm living in Manchester and Western. I'm in LA, the gang capital of the world, but never robbed. Because why? I'm not pretending to be something I'm not. You think I'm a blood. You think I'm a Crip. I'm from Ohio. I'm a comedian. I'm a father.
Right.
I'm trying to do something out here. And not only do I not judge what you doing, I'm not trying to be involved.
Right.
That's the difference. That's where the respect comes from.
You hear what he said? I'm not trying to judge what you doing. I'm just trying not to be involved. Hey, motherfuckers gotta listen to that part for sure. Cause he ain't disrespecting nothing. He just letting niggas know. He just trying to live his life. Oh shit.
So you're touring right now, the Dark Matter tour.
Yeah.
Filming next Netflix special.
In May.
May.
Yep, next Netflix special.
At YouTube Theater in Inglewood. I'm about to catch that.
I thought you might say that.
I'm gonna catch that one.
Right, because it's a homecoming for me. Because I lived on Hazel, so you know.
I got to catch
People
that.
know I lived in the heart of Inglewood. They saw me walk down Market Street with the babies I'm raising. Like they understood that. No, I was really not pretend. Oh, he want to be from the hood. No, I'm living there on the street.
What's your favorite city to tour in?
The next one, sir. Yeah, that's the real beauty of travel.
Right.
That's why most people don't have the empathy and the sympathy that they need to have for other people. It's because they haven't seen other people.
Right.
Like if you went to Ireland and you saw what them people was like, and you went to Sweden and saw what them people was like, if you really went to Africa and you really saw what the people was like, you went to Haiti, you went to Puerto Rico, if you really traveled across the country, you would see that all people is the same. There's way more people that's good than the fucked up individuals you seeing. And if you understood that, it would change everything. So I don't have any favorites in the world just because every place is dealing with their own issues, their own troubles. All places look better than they actually are for the people that live there. And it's always a difference between what it seems like
What it actually
and what it is like. People will tell you, I went to Paris. I was there at the Eiffel Tower. Bitch, you had bed bugs. And there were rats everywhere. The food was terrible. Tell the rest of it.
Yeah.
Don't tell some.
Let me ask you a question. When you go to these cities to tour, do you make it a habit of getting out?
That's how I built my reputation. That's also how I ended up in jail 19 times. Because when I come to do a show, I'm really in your city. So whatever the strip club is, I'm there. Whatever the top bar is, I was there drinking. Whatever I was at it. You had a casino? I was at it. Like, what was that?
I was at it.
Huh? Because I'm in your city.
Right.
This is how I'm learning your city so that when I do my show, I can be talking about what I know, not what I think, right? And so that was what I did at every city that I went to. The first 15 minutes of my show is what it's like to be here. You see what I'm saying? And so that was always a part of what kept my legend going to the point where I can still be in these arenas.
You niggas writing notes. He literally telling you niggas how it's done. How to really do this shit. How to really be funny. Like, damn. Chris Rock, you need to take some notes. You too, Cedric.
Without you ever seeing a poster with my picture on it, without you ever seeing a flyer, without you ever seeing a poster that goes, hey, it's Katt. Could y'all make sure y'all come out and come see me? Because I'm going to be in. Would you please come on out? I really. Because we have a different respect. I know I'm coming. They know I'm coming. I know they going to be there. And they know I'm going to do the best job I can possibly do. And they know beyond a shadow of a doubt, whatever hour he was doing when we last saw him, he won't be doing that hour when we see him this time. It's a whole new conversation. And because I've never strayed from that, they've never strayed from their part.
I'm looking at some of the actors that you've been on screen with. Cube, Tracy Morgan, Regina Hall, Terrence Howard. Nick Cannon, Tiffany. Bro, who brings out the best in Katt Williams? How does someone get the best out of Katt Williams? Do you need a comedian? Do you need a serious actor? How do we get the absolute best out of Katt Williams on screen?
Well, I would be disingenuous if I didn't remind us that that's never anybody's goal. It's never anybody's goal to create a great situation for me to do a good job.
Why?
In a script. The way it works is the script is already there. This is a character in the script. If they give me the job, I make it my job that this character here has to be as big as this whole project. So if you don't even see the movie School Dance, I want you to remember whose goddamn white baby is this? And the only way that I can guarantee that you will remember my scene if you didn't remember a whole movie is if I make sure that my scenes are that good. Because that's what I watched. I watched great actors. You never saw De Niro. You never saw Pesci. You never...
That boy said, that's a white-skinned baby.
Never saw any of these dudes in something you was like, nah, I don't really believe it. You sure you're the Great Gatsby? Like, no. Like, you believe that this dude, Daniel, is a hobbit. That's part of the Lord of the Rings.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? And so it's having a respect for the craft that I'm doing. That means I'm trying to do the best job possible.
What was it like working with Spike Lee doing Priceless?
Spike Lee is everything that you said I was in my intro. He's just really an innovator and a groundbreaking, one-of-a-kind dynamo. And I knew that they were... Like, they tried to sabotage me even then. Like, as soon as I said I wanted to get Spike Lee to direct it, because that was the biggest thing I could do, they immediately gave Spike to Gerard Carmichael and had him do his special too at the Comedy Store, and just to undermine, like, but I if there's one thing you can take away from me as a person, whether you like me or you don't, if you take this from me, you will be a better person. If you decide today that you're gonna live every day like it's your last for real, which means have a conversation with yourself every night that, okay, that was it. May not be no more after that. And really count yourself every day like this could have been it. All right, before I go to bed, this could be it. All right, how's that looking? If you can do that, it'll change your life. You'll really start making decisions and living your life like this all you got. Just this one day. But you could be a winner. You could be a winner on this day. It's just work ethic. And not the work ethic they talk about. They tell you work ethic where they do all these movies. I'm the hardest working man. Well, no, everybody goes to work every day. Bro.
Right.
Yeah. Don't say, I go to work all the time. Everybody who works goes to work every day. Shut up. Shut up. You get... What? You think I respect you more than my gardener? I don't. He work every day. Rain or shine.
I don't know if you saw this, but Taraji P. Henson got extremely emotional the other day. She was giving an interview.
Yes.
And saying that...
We're going to have that in the next one. If you made it this far, gang, like, comment, share, and hit that sub button. This was that Katt Williams Unleashed with Club Shay Part 3. I'm going to get up with you in the next video, gang.